I remember the message that changed everything. It was the day before my wedding, and my phone lit up with a simple text from my fiancée. My mom invites you to dinner tonight. She insists. Just one word, insists, but it pressed against me like a quiet warning. I smiled to myself, but deep down, I knew this wasn't just dinner. It was an inspection. That morning, the sky was pale and heavy, yet inside me everything felt light. 24 hours left until I became someone's wife. On the table lay my checklist: bouquet, dress, music, final errands, all neat, organized. But beneath the calm, there was this slow building current. The kind that whispers, something's coming. Andrei's mother, Ludmila, had never really warmed to me. Her smiles were perfect, controlled, polite, but her eyes always searched for something to correct. Every time we met, she noticed small things, a word choice, a gesture, a pause. Then she'd piece them together into judgment. I told my best friend Marina about the dinner. She laughed softly. Stay calm, she said. Don't prove anything. You don't owe them a thing. Just listen. I know, I replied. But I don't want any tension before the wedding. If there's a jab, you'll handle it. You always do, she said. What she didn't know was that I already had a secret weapon, my Italian. Ludmila didn't know I spoke it fluently. And that morning, I'd received an email, an offer for a 1-year project in Milan. I hadn't told Andrei yet. I planned to after the wedding. When everything calmed down. By evening, I was ready. A navy dress, simple gray heels, hair tied low. When I looked in the mirror, I saw someone steady. Not a girl anymore. Not a warrior either. Just a woman who knew her worth. Andrei's father opened the door, kind, quiet eyes, soft voice. Then came Ludmila, immaculate, elegant, sharp. You look so delicate, she said, her tone sweet but edged. Aren't you cold in that dress? I'm fine, I smiled. Thank you for inviting me. Dinner began smoothly. The table was beautiful, the silver gleamed, and conversation flowed just enough. But there was tension under every word. Like a wire stretched tight. I answered politely. Andrei tried to keep the mood light. His father asked about poetry. I shared my favorite lines, and for a moment I thought maybe this will be okay. Then it happened. Andrei stepped out to take a call. His father went to the kitchen. Ludmila leaned toward her husband and said something in Italian, softly, but with a smirk. They both laughed. And they looked at me. They thought I wouldn't understand. I took a slow breath, stood, and walked around the table. My voice was calm when I took her hand. I understood everything, I said in clear, perfect Italian. You don't need to worry. I'm not going to ask you for a penny. I know how to take care of myself, and those I love. Silence. Her smile vanished. Shock flashed in her eyes. Her husband looked down. Andrei walked back in, sensing the weight in the air. No one said a word. I sat back down. Calm. Still. And for the first time, I saw a flicker of respect in her eyes. That night, when I got home, Andrei texted me. You're amazing. I saw something happened. Tell me tomorrow. I wrote back, tonight, just sleep. Then I opened the Milan email again. A year-long project, full salary, rent paid. It felt like a door quietly waiting for me to choose whether to open it. The next morning, I told Andrei. I got a job offer, I said. In Milan. It's not an ultimatum. I just need us to decide together. He was quiet for a long time. Then he said softly, You're talented. This is your chance. I don't want to hold you back. It'll be hard for my mom, but I'm not a child. I'll go with you. We got married that day, no drama, no tears. Just two people promising to face whatever came next. A week later, his mother confronted me. You're taking my son away, she said coldly. I'm not taking anyone, I replied. He chose to go. And so did I. You speak so beautifully, she snapped. But when it all falls apart, you'll come back for help. If it falls apart, I said quietly, we'll stand up again. I know how to live with little. I don't need to prove my worth by begging for approval. Her chair scraped the floor. Are you insulting me? No, I said. Just refusing to be controlled through guilt. Her husband stayed silent, watching us. Sometimes silence is the only form of understanding. A month later, we left. The airport was crowded. Ludmila's shoulders were stiff, her lips pressed tight. When she finally spoke, her voice cracked. Take care of him, she said. I will, I promised. And he takes care of me too. On the plane, as the clouds drifted below us, I felt no euphoria. Just peace. The kind that comes when you finally choose your own life. Milan welcomed us with sun and noise and the smell of coffee. The apartment was tiny, but the light filled every corner. We started from scratch, him with remote clients, me with a new team. It wasn't easy, but we built something honest. One day, a message from Ludmila appeared on my phone. How are you? I wrote back. Working. Trying. A week later, she sent a photo, Andrei's father cooking. The caption read, Learning to make your soup. I smiled. Sometimes that's enough. Months passed. Work grew, laughter returned, and the distance softened the sharp edges. Then a letter came, 2 handwritten pages. Ludmila said she missed us, that she'd been wrong, that she just wanted her son to be happy. She asked us to come home for Christmas. When we arrived, the house smelled like oranges. The awkwardness hadn't vanished, but something inside had shifted. In the kitchen, she spilled sugar while pouring tea, and I handed her a napkin. We both laughed. I didn't mean to offend you that night, she said quietly. I wanted to protect him. I confused protection with control. I make mistakes too, I said. But Andrei and I talk now. That's what matters. She looked at me for a long moment, then said, in halting Italian, I'm still learning. But I want to speak your language too. It wasn't an apology. It was something better, an attempt out. We drank tea together, and for the first time, I felt she saw me not as a stranger, but as part of the family. A year passed. We stayed in Milan. Work grew. Life flowed. Sometimes I thought back to that dinner table, to the quiet sting of those words in Italian. And I realized that moment wasn't about confrontation. It was about clarity, because sometimes, love isn't about surrender. It's about standing tall, calmly, respectfully, and saying, I belong here too.